Hi there, I'm Andre from Peak Motorcycles and I'm here at EICMA 2024 and I'm here at the Kove potato stand and they've got a few bikes here that I'm really interested in seeing. So the main ones are the new production versions of the 800X, but I'll see what they've got in terms of rally bikes, and then they've got their inline 4 sports bike as well. So I'll show you around. So let's start at this end. So here we have the Kove 450 RR. So this isn't the 450 that's in the rally bike. This is a 450 inline 4 and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. I think that looks like a huge amount of fun. The bike itself weighs 165 kilos curb weight, so that's with all fluids for running, and yeah, it'll do 130, 140 miles an hour. I think it looks fabulous. Here we have the same bike with that same inline 4, but this one is the naked version, the 450R. We also then have a 250RR, smaller smooth super sports, and then the 250R, which is that same bike as a roadster. I didn't dwell on the details on those bikes, mostly because they've got other bikes around here that I can show you. And also I want to show you the engines themselves, because they've got all of these up on stands, because I think this really is a big differentiator for them. Now this one I recognise very well, because it's what's in my 450 Rally. This is their 449cc, 450cc single that drives their rally bike. Now, even though the sports bikes are also a 450, it is a different power plant, and this is it. This is a 443 cubic centimetre inline 4, which I think is a cracking little engine, but I'm sure it's an absolute screamer in that sports bike. Sort of the end is a 344cc inline twin, which I think is powering some of their other bikes, but the fact they've got them out here on show is kind of cool. So here we have their smaller displacement bike. This is the Kove 525X. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine. It's got tubeless wheels, it's got lots of nice touches like the adjustable suspension, 20 litre fuel capacity. It is 215 kilos. So it is no lightweight. It's definitely not the pinnacle in their range, but it certainly looks pretty good, especially compared to the other similar competition. This, however, I think is something special for the class. This is the 800X. This is the touring version. You can tell because it comes with the twin discs, comes with the tubeless wheels, comes with a luggage set, and the 800X touring is 195 kilos fully wet. So even though that is an 800cc twin, that is lighter than a Tenere 700. You know, I think that is no mean feat, and I think Kove have done fantastic work to get it to that. Now then, this might be what people have come here for. So it's the same bike as the last 800 I've shown you, but this is the 800 Rally. Now what they've done with this is they've just slimmed it down massively. They've made it so much lighter that it no longer needs the double disc at the front, so you lose all the weight that you would have had from that second caliper. And this bike, curb weight, is 179 kilograms. So that is fully fueled, with all the fluids, and this bike is 179 kilograms, which I think is just, it's frankly brilliant. You know, that's 20 kilos lighter than a Royal Enfield Himalayan. The old Himalayan, that is. Yeah, and I think, you know, it's really well made. Fit and finish on them is great. It looks lots of touches I've seen that are very similar to my Kove 450, like the bolts that have both the Torx and the Hex. This one comes with a steering damper. The switchgear all looks quite familiar to me. It's not fancy, but it does the job. And yeah, just looking at how this bike has been finished and the fact that they can do all of that for that weight, it's just very, very sleek. You know, I love it. I think if I was in the market for a lightweight, middleweight adventure bike, this would have to be on the list, if not already in my garage. I'm going to give you a quick look at the rally bikes. So this is the 450EX. This is the new rally bike. You can tell because it's got all of the pro stuff on. It comes with the ICOs, comes with the road book holder and all the controls and everything that goes with it. Don't believe they're road legal. You probably could road register one, but yeah, they are very much built as a rally bike if you want to go and do the Dakar out the box. This is a lot more familiar. This is like my Kove 450 Rally I have at home. So I have one of these after seeing one at EICMA 2 years ago, and it's brilliant. If anything, it's the only bike I have that actually scares me, which might seem like an odd thing to say, but it's far more capable than I am. Every time I think I'm pushing it, I realise that actually I'm not even getting close to what the bike will do, and it's very much rider limited in terms of what I can and can't do. A few motocross bikes here. We have their 450, I think that's been shown in previous years. We also have their Kove motocross e-bike, which is kind of interesting to see. I think it seems to be quite a popular thing, and they're frames that are quite easy to drop an electric power plant into, much the same as Husqvarna have done. And then last but by no means least, on this side we have the 250 motocross bike. I just realised I missed one. How could I? This is the 800X Pro. So this is the same as the, I suppose, the touring bike and the rally bike, but it's somewhere in between. So it does have the tubeless wheels, it does have the double discs. It's not quite as light as the rally, but it's probably maybe a little bit more practical. a little bit more comfortable. And even this one only weighs in wet at 183 kilos. You know, that is not a heavy bike. That is 20 kilos lighter than the equivalent Tenere, and it's more powerful. So yeah, I think these are great. You know, I think Kove are going to be very successful with them. And yeah, I love my 450. So that is it. That is my quick look around the Kove stand here at EICMA 2024. Hope that's been interesting and useful. If it has, please check out my other content from the show, and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.